Hello everybody, welcome back. This time we're finally here with the P90. I know this video was supposed to be out like 2+ years ago, but we're finally getting around to it. So I apologize for the delay and let's start taking a look at this thing, okay? So this is the PS90, the S standing for semi-auto. This is the civilian P90. You cannot get a machine gun P90 in the US without an SOT license, because the generic NFA pre-86 machine guns aren't going to apply to a weapon that came out in 1990. That is what the 90 in P90 stands for, the year it was made. Or technically it was 89, but you get the idea. Now, this one also comes with the extended barrel, so it's not a short-barreled rifle, because I haven't done that paperwork either. And these are imported directly without any adulterations, because you see this Belgium? They shipped it like this. It's already got a thumb hole stock and all the other goodness that it, like, this doesn't count as like a proper foregrip, I believe. Technically, it's a single stack magazine. So I was able to come in through imports pretty cleanly, aside from the fact that this barrel is extendo out to crazy lengths. And to make sure that it is the proper length, it is actually, this flash hider is pin and welded. So to remove this, you have to drill it out after getting your paperwork cleared. Which is why it can be a little expensive to get all this done if you wanted like the cut down P90. Now the safety selector is kind of like the F2000 if you've ever seen it, just a little rotator. 2 positions. Charging handle that I used is right here. It's mirrored on the other side, and that comes out the bottom because it loads from the top. If I can, mag pulls out from here. So it makes this pretty ambidextrous, aside from like the selector at the front. I have not changed the sights out. This is a peephole iron sight. There are also 2 iron sights on either side. This magazine, it comes with a 30, which just means it's a block, as I showed in that one YouTube short, which you can switch out if you feel like. And this one is from a store. You can see it has no block and the marking there for the full amount. Now to disassemble, there's this button here. Disassembly is really easy, but I'm not going to do that. That's beyond the purview of this video. And yeah, it shoots these. These are just a cheap little round. Well, I say cheap, 5.7 is never cheap. It's like $40 a box. But these are the 5.7 by 28 rounds compared to the size of the gun. Pretty notable. It's like a mini 5.56. A lot of people will like say it's only about as good as like a 22 Magnum, but I think it's selling a little short. But we'll get to try that out in just a moment, because I actually brought out a proper target this time, kind of. I'll spare you the full loading, but this is the most interesting part for a lot of people, is this magazine. You take the round, you put it in single stack like this, and then you press down the one after it, and it rotates. See if you can see that a little bit better. So let me load up this mag. We'll get a full mag for everyone, and we'll have some fun, okay? All right, I know what everyone's here for, so let's get this ready to go. So mag here, all loaded. Goes into the top like this, slap down, pull up to verify. And now it's all ready to go. Before I shoot, let me explain what's going on. So that their melon was like messed up at the grocery store, so I'm going to provide divine punishment on the melon for rotting. And I will probably only use a partial amount of the mag, and we can find something else to shoot. We're just going to shoot until the melon is no longer fun to shoot. So maybe we will use the entire mag. Let's find out. Sitting about the same spot. I've used about half my ammo. Let's look at the melon. So I shot a little high on the melon, or a little low on the melon, aimed a little high, but the melon's not doing too great at all. Yeah. Needless to say, I don't think someone is going to survive getting shot repeatedly with the 5.7, regardless of what the people on the internets are going to say. That being said, it did kind of just like fall into a pile of mud, so I can't tell how cooked up the insides are, so yep. And while I have the camera walking around with me to show you, check this out. I dumped all the brass in like a little pile directly at my feet. Isn't that crazy? Okay, now that we've taken a look at the results, let's shoot some more. I guess I'll just shoot at the melon more because I don't have anything else. And that's it. So what did we learn here today? Well, we learned that the melon does not survive 5.7. Now how that translates to a person, I'm not exactly sure. Whether or not you should be even bothering to worry about that, all things considered, is a little dubious. There's certainly a use case for pistols with 5.7, considering its ability to stack into high capacities in small sizes, making it very good for handguns. But as a rifle, 50 rounds isn't actually that much, all things considered. Like, you can get a straight AR mag for 40 rounds of 5.56, and that's pretty close, and it's a lot easier to reload once you run out. Because this is a little... That takes a little bit of practice, working some muscle memory. But it is immaculate vibes. Whether you're like into the films and TV shows like Stargate SG-1 that use this very prolifically, or if you're looking at some anime that will display it, you got the that one spin-off of Sword Art Online and all the old ones like Gunslinger Gal. And then there's the games like Girls Frontline. I know they just dropped the P90 in Girls Frontline 2. And Call of Duty's always had it as a staple, along with some other shooters. Now, as for use case for rifles, it's pretty cool, but the long barrel makes it kind of pointless for its main idea of being like short. Like, look how much length that adds to the weapon when I have that extended barrel non-NFA cut down. At that point, you might as well have like a 300 Blackout AR or something. Additionally, the ammunition for 5.7 is not exactly cheap. And the main marketing point of 5.7 is that it's a pistol cartridge that can beat soft body armor. And pistol cartridges being armor piercing is technically illegal, and the ways you get around it are usually a little expensive because it involves the exact wording saying you can't have specific metals, and then making a bullet with a penetrator not out of those metals. And that's a whole mess. It usually ends up being a little expensive. There is one company that produces 5.56 with a hardened copper penetrator that works for actually better than the original FN design that they made this for. However, it's a little pricey and sometimes hard to find. I actually don't have any myself. That being said, while this would be insanely expensive to make a practical self-defense weapon, at least as opposed to other things, the vibes are immaculate, even with the long barrel. The long barrel does like cut down on its like pure aesthetic, but it doesn't ruin it. I will eventually probably cut it down, especially since NFA items are now like a free for their paperwork filing. So maybe one day I'll cut this down. I don't know if I'll bother with any self-defense ammo for it though, because frankly there are better options unless I am explicitly joining the Secret Service. And last I saw they were using MP7s. But I do like this thing a lot, even if it's not like the best option for self-defense. It is very fun for it to have so little recoil and be so relatively well designed, all things considered, considering what it's supposed to be. It's very simple. But US laws really did kind of like screw over the ability for this thing to be practical, at least as a rifle. The pistols having 20 rounds in a flush magazine really does change things very greatly. Maybe I should get one of those pistols. I don't have one yet. But yeah, with that said, thanks everyone for coming out. I hope everyone enjoyed the destruction of the melon. Justice has been served on like melon with visible fungal infection. I didn't show it on camera because it was kind of like evil that Walmart was selling that. But thank you everyone, and I hope you'll, if you aren't already, subscribe, make sure you've liked, and make sure that you have your notifications on, because I'll be back with another video shortly. Thank you everyone. I'll see you later.